Alright. We're level 94, 93 rather. And I don't have level 94 gear on me yet, obviously, so the gear is kinda still bad, I think. Let's see. I mean, it's not too bad, but I could definitely like start refarming some stuff and like also start farming some reputation, or like rather use some like armor augments that I could just use, right? Alright, so once you are revered with a mastery, or rather with a faction, you can just go and buy their armor augments, like for example from the Black Legion, right? We could buy some stuff for poison, and oops. The other problem is also I need like some bleeding resistant and augments, right? Like some bleeding resistance. Let's see real quick in GRIMTOOLS where I get bleeding resistance on my armor in the augment slot. I believe it's Barrowholm, but there might be like some other one as well, because Barrowholm is yeah, it's not close to being revered yet. It's also the Covenant of Ugnamborg, Mammoth Resistance, and Barrowholm. Alright. I'm pretty sure I got to revere with the Mammoth Resistance though, right? Because I was able to buy like XP pots already. So we could go like Bleeding and Vitality, which is honestly perfect, because I also need Vitality Resistance badly. Okay, so we're gonna go like... Where is it? This one, right? Okay, let's buy some of these. Now, one of my favorite augments in the game is Arcanum Dust. Why is it so nice? Well, because it has like all damage, so like it's usable on pretty much any build. It's not quite as good as like specific damage though, only 35% or 50%. Gives you energy regen, DA, and elemental resistances on top. I mean, which is better than this, because it has like 3 DA and like damage on top. However, we're gonna like lose bleed and poison rest now, right? So we're gonna have to well, use some of this, right, to fix the bleed and vitality rest overcap, right? At least 3 of these to get to like 8% overcap, 35% overcap in vitality, 8% on bleed. And now we do the same for poison, right? Now, as you can see, ideally you want like some poison acid maybe, or like some poison pierce. I believe poison pierce we get from Black Legion. You never know with me whether I would die or not. Never know, you never know. Alright, let's get some of this one. There we go. I mean, yeah. And we could like use another like Aether Chaos maybe up here as well. Why not? We got the freedom. We got the slots after all. Now what I wanna use on like my weapons. Let's see here real quick. Ideally you want something just like gives you fire damage as well. So Cult of Soleil, Barrowholm, Mammoth Resistance. These are like the best ones, I guess. I mean, both of these give you like vitality resistances on top. Both of these give you health on top. But I think I'm not revered neither of these two, so I will have to take this one for now. I would say Solar's Vision is the best on this build, because you don't need the flat damage, right? The base damage, the weapon damage.
Good, you're back. Track B5 Bloomslide 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 Track B5
Yo, Path SoT, thanks for the resub.
Track B5 Bloomslide Track B5 Bloomslide
Bloomers sliding in.
Bloomslide Track B5 Bloomslide Track B5 Bloomslide Track B5 Bloomslide Track B5
Welcome on, how you doing?
B5 Bloomslide Track B5 Bloomslide Track B5 Bloomslide.
Bloomers sliding in. Alright, Oh yeah, what about the gear that I found here? So I found Cinder Touch, right? This is obviously pretty nice. Really, really nice. I also found Voraxteria's Starboard of Attack, as well as a Mage Hunters of Scorching. Now this one always has like Poison Rest by default and Slow Rest. This one also has Elemental Rest on top. Converted Light into Fire. Has additional like fire damage. I mean, it's pretty good. The problem is though that it's also like more damage. I don't know, I feel kind of lazy right now when it comes to switching gear. I'll wait until I can like actually like switch more gear when I'm like level 94 and higher. Just using the augments seemed pretty much like all I needed to do so far, to be honest. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll just run some of the Forgotten Gorzek then. We don't need these like crappy augments anymore, do we? Okay, I'll put like all the stuff over here. I don't need this one either, honestly. So what I usually do, like once you have all the bags, is I put like all the stuff that I want to have like all the time into the like last bag, so that it doesn't interfere as much with like the stuff that you find. Also, once you have like, you know, at least 500k iron buds, you can always put some iron buds into your stash, basically, with Cory the Keeper, or Garros Keeper of Iron rather. Not Cory the Keeper, what am I saying? And then you can like just put like, yeah, like your money in here as well. Like stash your money, there we go. Alright, alright. I'm doing fine, man. Good to have you here. Alright, who do we sign with? Pledge yourself to one of the witch gods, right?
Well, look what we've got here.
Also, we got this guy. I mean, yeah. I think I'm gonna sign with Solal, actually. We did the Regan normal to get the like teleport augment, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna wanna go with Solal here because Solal has the most useful like endgame augments for this character.
So, the servants.
Alright, alright. So basically there's only like 3 things left for this character to do. Also we should like use XP pots, right, to get to 100 quicker. And those are like, well, clearing, actually maybe like 4 things, right? Like clearing Forgotten Gods, clearing the dungeons, running like a Shadow Realm, yeah, like 35 or something like that. Like all the way to 25 at least to like get your skill points, and I mean, ideally you want to push higher. I'm not actually sure if I'm gonna do SR though in this build because this is non-seasonal vanilla, and vanilla SR on a fresh character is just like, I mean, it's not like this character couldn't do it, but it's just, yeah, it's grindy. It takes a lot of time. If you're playing the seasons, then the Shadow Realm isn't easier, but the grind is like not as tedious. Like you basically like proceed, you like basically like proceed, you progress quicker on the Shadow Realm, right? And yeah, the last thing would be of course to kill Lokar though. Like Lokar is rather easily accessible actually. It's not like big time investment to get to Lokar. And Lokar does drop the like local leveling stats, so we're also gonna like try to defeat Lokar of course, to basically like make this, like to prove that this is a good like starter beginner build basically. I mean, before Lokar though, I will have to refarm some gear. And probably try to restructure the build to be a bit more like focused around Grenado and less about Cocktail. I mean, Cocktail is still great, but you also want to like, you definitely still want to like use Cocktail, but probably like restructuring the build towards Grenado is gonna be like better, especially against Lokar for single target. I also removed the normal rares now. I still have like, of course, show all double rares active, so like whenever there's a like non-monster frequent double rare dropping, it will still show. Other than that, all greens that are gonna be shown from now on are always gonna be monster frequents. This is not necessarily something I would recommend. I'm gonna just do it right now because I don't want to like go back and sell so much stuff too much all the time. It basically like depends on like how much armbuds you have, how many armbuds you have, and what you want to, well, use your armbuds on. I have basically like already 5 million, right? Or like 3.8 million, I think it was like almost 4 million. Well, if you... This is kind of cheating, isn't it? If you want to, for example, craft lots of items, like for example stone plate greaves or like gloves, like there are really good gloves and boots that you can craft in this game, even pants kind of. They can be like very, very good. Sort of sad for Ulzun, yeah, I know, right? But if you only want like armbuds to, you know, buy blueprints and so on from the faction vendors, then you probably have enough like armbuds by now. Like 3.8 million is more than enough now. And you can just, yeah, ignore like selling all the normal greens. However, yeah, I mean, basically the best way to get like iron builds in this game though is to pick up all the greens and like to sell all the greens. Yeah, if you get this entire set, this is a very, very strong set for a sorcerer. Focused around Canister Bomb mostly. I mean, plays similar in a way, just like a different bomb, like a different grenade, like a cluster grenade. But yeah, this is kind of obviously like RNG dependent whether or not you get it. Like it's not like target farmable. This is just like full RNG whether you get this set or not. So I'll not play it because yeah, I don't want to play something that yeah, it's like hard to get or like RNG dependent to get. And is it with a helmet's target farmable? How? It's still RNG, right? Like, sure, it's easier to get, but because like once you get the blueprint, you have the entire set, but you still need to get the blueprint first, and the blueprint is, well, it's complete RNG, right? Yeah, craftable. I mean, once you have the blueprint, sure, you have the entire set basically. But if you don't have the blueprint, you need to get it first, or get like as many pieces of the set as you as the set has pieces, right? Because you can always like transmute pieces in Forgotten Gods, right? There's this guy, after you do his quest, you can transmute one piece of a set to another piece of the same set, for example. Or also, you can like transmute a set piece to a other like random set piece, but it costs some resources, some average essences, for example. I mean, the devotions are maxed out since quite a while, I guess. Here's switch hype. Yeah, maybe. The thing is, I don't know. I don't really have like that much gear yet, to be honest. This guy can be very scary in ultimate, by the way. Like, respect him, keep your distance, have like decent stun rest maybe as well. He also has like insane DH threat and can like crit you like crazy. Which, unless there's like critical strike modifiers, isn't really a big problem, but yeah, it can still be kind of sketchy sometimes. I get like 1 point per level now, yeah. But second Leo ring, which we could use to, well, like you wanna have 2 Leo Vinus rings for leveling usually, like for alternative characters.
Got any more? small scrap metal. You find any blueprints? See anything you like? See you around.
But this drawing is very cheap, and I mean, you want blueprints. Didn't get any blueprint. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Unlucky, I guess. Another way to get like some legendaries pretty nice on your first character would be to make sure to, I mean, first of all, like never miss a totem, right? And second of all, there are these like so-called one-shot chests that you will have like a one-shot at when you open them. And on legendary, at least, I mean, ultimate difficulty, they always have like a legendary guaranteed. So you might wanna look up the locations for those as well. But I mean they're not bad, like they're totally fine. But generally, you could also just like farm more totems. The Archon work one. If you were going to level 5 retaliation with a level cocktail or shield. Like a shield breaker. I mean, I think you always want to start out with cocktail. Like cocktail is probably best to start out with, and then once you have some gear for retaliation, you could play like, well, judgment and or aegis on top. And like reduce cocktail to like the basic like 12, 12, 12 minimum. Like soft cap on all the points, but like no more than soft cap. Like 12 points here. 12. Actually, like you wanna, I mean, you kind of wanna still go like 12, 14 max, I think. Alright, one thing about gear switch though, right, is over here. There's this urn cluster, which always has the Fat and Mask, right? A normal, elite, and ultimate, and the ones from elite and ultimate, they have like +1 to all skills. So, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good item. The problem is, though, I'm gonna like lose away in DA, right? Like 100 away DA lost. But, I mean, you get like tons of skill points. So I think it's gonna be worth it actually here. It should be good. Wait, where was Chaos Aether again? Black Legion, right? It's Homestead. Let's go here. Also, I'm not sure if I still want to use the Sanctified Bone, actually. Maybe not. Dude, this green item is honestly like so good though, like even the health as well. Like the health, the physique. I mean, +1 all skills should be worth it though. Okay, what do I want to put into the head? I could make a prismatic diamond actually. That's a good one. If I can make an arcane spark. Yeah, I can. Okay, nice. The prismatic diamond has a pretty nice proc, which gives you like very good absorption below a certain like threshold, below 50% of your HP, right? And it also gives you like absorption, like an absorption proc basically. The prismatic rage has like, yeah, if you drop below drop below 50%, you have like 10% more damage, 130 flat absorption from every single tick of damage that you take, and then also 10% more total speed, which means attack speed, casting speed, and movement speed, which is pretty nice. So we're gonna use this here and
See what's left of my way.
probably put like another.
See you around.
Poison Tears, for example. And I lost my portal in the Corvin Sands, but that's probably fine. I'm gonna retake the Sanctified Bone though, it's kind of expensive to craft. And what else should I do here?
Come see what's left.
I need to respec, right?
Put it to good use.
There's no spirit guide here, why am I here? Let's go over here, there should be a spirit guide in the Conclave.
What troubles you?
Workman Nosling, workman. Put us down to 9, that's down to 12. Maybe even like put us down to 6. Huh.
What troubles you?
9 is
Farewell.
probably fine though. Let's put us up to 12 again. That's the 20, and then the remaining points should go down here, I think.
I sense
Yeah,
turmoil
definitely.
within you. Stay strong.
Alright. Okay, so overall we do have more health than before now. Well, because of the prismatic diamond, and also because of like some more points down here into the stat bar. So yeah. Overall, not that bad of a change. I think it should be a net positive overall. And also we have like 1% more damage reduction on this, like 1 more flat RR, actually like a bunch more RR here as well. So yeah, this was definitely like worth it. Like Fetid Mask is so good. It's just like really good. I also had gloves, right? Like what am I doing? Cinder Touch gloves. I found these. I'm not sure if they're actually like...
Safe storage.
I mean, they're always like more damage, that's for sure. But I lose like 1000 HP. What? Well, I gain like 100 away though.
Safe.
To be fair, they are maybe not the most common drop either, so it's probably right to not use them for now. Might feel a bit like cheap, or like a little bit, well, like too RNG dependent for like a new player to like just find Cinder Touch gloves, right? propagandists. Propagandists on Twitch. What do you mean? Alright, always have some dynamite on you. Oh, those sweet treasure troves. Oh well. No blueprint, unlucky. You only get streamer girls. No chain for you. Okay, totem into shrine. Seems good. And we got a Seal of Resonance. That's pretty nice. Seal of Resonance gives you like C resistances and how. So yeah, it's a pretty nice find. Wow. Yeah, that's kinda... I mean, them existing on Twitch is, I think, actually okay. I guess. Unless it's like... I mean, it's not like freedom of speech and, you know, like freedom of having whatever political opinion that you want to have, I guess, in a way. Them being advertised though is different. Like them being recommended, I don't know about that. That maybe shouldn't be offline. Freedom of speech, Lamau. I still think it's kind of important. I mean, whether we have that or not is another question, I guess, but generally, I would say it shouldn't be oppressed, you know. I mean, if somebody has like the wrong opinion in your opinion, then like you should just be able to like say that out as well, like call him out for that. But we have freedom of speech, just not freedom from consequences. Yeah. I mean, everything that you do has some kind of consequence. And opening your mouth in a public place and saying something there is... I mean, you can do that, but... I mean, even if it's just like people like looking weirdly at you, right? That's already like some kind of a consequence. Like, you can't not have any consequences, right? Like, you will always be judged for like something or someone. Yeah. But yeah, getting looked at like the wrong way, or like saying something nowadays, I feel like is. I mean, it's always been like a thing, of course. I mean, with like how the world is right now compared to like, say, like 3 or 4 years ago, things have rather gotten worse, I would say. But it's just because of like the entire like world being like a bit more under tensions, I guess. You can talk about anything with a bush under your lawn. Yeah, I mean, just talk to plants, man. They don't judge you at all. Just talk to trees. Just don't use a tree slur, yeah. And don't like insult tree, then you're fine, right? Yo, Marriott, welcome on, welcome on. Just burn stuff in Grim Dawn. Just set Karen on fire. I mean, I personally rather like set Karen on fire than like anything in the real world, honestly. I don't know, but yeah, people like to set stuff on fire nowadays, I guess. You got a big fire pile. Did you chop some wood? Chop, chop. Alright, over here, right, you get the so-called Tome of Inatom, and this one you need to, well, finish the quest that allows you to transmute those legendary set items. Yo, Pramaj, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Am I winning? I'm definitely like better at winning on this beginner build than on Gore Stack the last couple of days. Since we started with Solile, I think I can just skip this one, right? I have full devotions, I don't need to do any quests down there. I can just skip straight over to, straight forward rather to the Vanguard. Why do I have these bounties? Like, who the fuck is this even? Like, Fomzul? Who? I have no clue. I mean, you don't need to know who these guys are either, you can just like Google. Will I be killing Celestia on this build? I'll just kill Lokar, and then, I mean, you can kill more if you want to, like, farm for better gear and so on, but I'm not gonna bother with that, to be honest. This hand emote? Which hand emote? Huh? Look up the bounty in GRIMTOOLS. Wait, can you look up bounties in GRIMTOOLs? I always just Google them, to be honest. It's for like the one thing that I'm using GRIMTOOLs for, like Google for, not GRIMTOOLs. No zones chosen. I'm working on it. I was mostly just playing Cocktail for the longest time on this build. And for Cocktail you don't need it. But yeah, now I'm gonna probably like focus more on Grenados soon. I mean, I'm already like using it kind of, but like not fully yet. I switch around some gear. Like once I'm done with this main campaign here, I guess. Not knowing all the bounties by heart. Imagine being the guy that like knows all bounties by heart. Scrabu? I mean, she picks up bounties. She doesn't do them though. She doesn't really do them. Wait, where they had a seal? Oh. Did I still have it from like normal difficulty? I guess. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Bounties for her is like New Year's goals, like maybe next year. It's actually pretty defensive, like Turtle, Droid and Giant. I mean, Chariot is mostly there for OA. Wild Hearts? Who? I've never even heard about the game, I don't know what you're talking about. It costs $70.
Good, you're back.
Thank you for not making me resub during a Ghost stream.
Yo, Ground Zero, welcome in. Thanks so much for the 34 months of Prime Gaming. Holy moly, dude. Hog you. Welcome back to the Bloomers. Yeah. No gore stack today. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I don't know. Like after the last stream, I was kind of burned out from gore stack, to be honest, not gonna lie. It's kind of like pissing me off. I'll get back to it at some point, I guess, maybe. And when it comes to like what I want to do like most, like fun-wise, I think I would just like speedrun right now. But I mean, this is pretty fun too. I mean, this one needs to be done as well. And it's also kind of fun to like put everything on fire.
See anything you like?
It's a fun build at least. And then things die, right? Like you have damage. It's not like Gore Stack, you have no damage.
Iron well spent.
Alright, let's go back to the Conclave here, and then all the quests. Yeah, once in a while it's okay.
You're looking. Can you quarterback?
Wait, what?
Serve the
Oh, did I miss these guys? What? Dude, happens too often to me. It's like Monster Hunter with early access performance for $70. What were the good, like, what were the, like, blockbuster games so far even? I don't even remember, like, a single one. It's just... People play at 1080 with 3070 cards and get sub 60 FPS.
serve.
Well, that seems very well optimized, Kappa. Yeah, Monster Hunter World was a pretty popular game. But I mean, it's been a while.
Well, good.
Well,
Sir.
good. Alright. Let's go to the Vanguard here.
Riken seems pleased with your work. Remarkable. Before we can depart for the tomb, however, Salile demands sacrifice. Don't worry. Salile will not be...
Don't worry,
Yes.
I hear you.
that guy. Alright. Yeah, what is this? Oh, okay. Rise? Oh, you like Monster Hunter Rise? Tibia? I have no idea what that is. Monster Hunter Tibia? To be fair, I've never played Monster Hunter. I have no idea. Mage Slayer's Hoodie. Alright, that's a set. That is a set. If you wanna make Alexa's Flash Freeze work, right? Let's go over here. Then this is your set. It's pretty much the only way to like play that skill in the endgame. Tibia is an MMO from 1997. I mean, I didn't know EverQuest existed until like I saw videos where people like talked about or like mentioned EverQuest being a game, and that was like an MMO as well. I've pretty much like never played an MMO. I mean, I've played some Guild Wars too, but like for like a week maybe. I mean, more than a week, but you know what I mean. Like, I haven't like actually played MMOs really ever. They added sounds to Tibia. Wait, did the game not have any sounds before? Lost Ark. I mean, Lost Ark is an MMO as well, I guess, yeah. But also I didn't play it more than a week either, right? Would play Monster Hunter World with me 100% if I got it. And it looks like RPG Maker basically. I mean, it looks like a game from 1997. Pretty much what I expected. Tibia has 8.5 thousand viewers on Twitch right now. What? Wow. What? I mean, every game from the fucking 80s had sound. Like, why would a game from 1997 not have sound? It's so weird. Seems like the most scuffed game ever, but like, for some reason people still play it. At least so far. That's what it sounds like. You only play games without sound. I mean, you can always just like mute the sound. Can I tell you the strongest build in Grim Dawn? The strongest for what purpose? And the strongest with what gear requirements? I got some new headphones, nice, nice. I do need some new headphones at some point as well, honestly, like they're I feel like sometimes starting to get a bit uncomfortable. And I mean, they're kind of old-ish now as well. Class combination. I would still ask you the same question back, like for what purpose? Because there are many good class combinations.
See anything you
Like many very strong ones.
put it to good use. We'll scrap metal.
I mean, okay, so like obvious strong class combinations are something like a Warlord, which is Soldier plus Oathkeeper, Conjurer, which is Occultist Shaman, or Ritualist, which is Shaman Necromancer, or something like a Witchblade and Battle Mage actually as well, which is like Soldier Occultist, Soldier Arcanist. Druid is very strong, like Shaman Arcanist. Shipbreaker, Sorcerer are pretty strong, like Demo Oathkeeper, Demo Arcanist. I mean, I don't know, like it depends. As long as you're not playing a Defiler. Oh, I have Decent Destruction now, actually. I thought I didn't have this one yet. But yeah, once you have this, you should switch over to this. I thought I didn't have it yet. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously like a better filler now than the configuration. Like once you level 75 and or higher, you wanna play Stormfire instead of this beam. I'm not sure if I have like a good mythical relic yet though. Let's see. I have not. Honor is not really good. And I have Serenity, no. Fire damage. Only Honor. Yeah. No, I can't change relic yet, really. Why do I use headphones instead of speakers? Game sounds be further up by the mic. Maybe. I'm also not living alone though. So.
Back any blueprints you find.
Let's take a look, shall we?
I don't think I need to like use this to proc something though. No, it's fine. Mythical Face God of Justice on your target list for this tune for endgame? No. I mean, if I get it, sure, it's good, but no. I have not a single set on my target list here, because I don't want to play around sets which are random drops for a beginner build. And if you get them, sure, it's nice. They're good, obviously. But if you don't, I mean, what are you gonna do, right?
Find any blueprints? Bring them back here.
So I need to like put something in my boots.
Save storage.
I mean, I could run the Mark of Mogdrogan for HP, I guess. But it's kind of expensive to craft. Don't I have like a leather? I have no leather yet, are you kidding me? No spare scorch plating either? Alright. I think I'm gonna like leave it open then, honestly, like... like Mark of Mogdrogan is like... Your sub didn't show? Wait, what? You need to click on share maybe first in chat, then it should show. Anti-venom salve, I mean, if I actually needed poison rust.
Good,
yeah,
you're back.
There we go. Yo, Darkfire. Welcome back. Thanks so much for the resub. How you doing? Wait, Illuminator has his account back? Yo, Plasma's here as well. Yo, welcome guys. Put this on my boots? Yeah, that sounds good. Wait, can't I put like just bristly fur, like just some HP? Honestly, because like the poison rust is useless, the armor on the boots is pretty much useless. I think literally the best right now is freaking bristly fur, because it has HP and I need some HP. Yeah, Booty, welcome. The 13-year-old is here, Monka. Wait, no, he's 13 in May, right? So he's not even 13 yet. He's only 12. He's still only 12, guys. What's your language, chat? What's your language?
Good price on what I've got left.
I won't say anything. Imagine getting reported and banned again. Or 12 heart, yeah. Here we go. Pew 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 pew. Alright, where do we go? We go over here. Is Star pack for CDR? Yes. Correct. And it works in devotions as well. You could argue for like only cocktail that, well, reckless power is probably better. But if you play like the grenades, then I mean you also want to play Odin's Chosen, of course, but like once you like properly play grenades, then Star Pack CDR should be like also more damage. The good thing about Stormfire is also it doesn't need quite as much mana as the Scorching Ray, right? The Conflagration Ray. Isn't Reckless Power like far superior? How? I would say it's not. It's actually not at all. Like right now it's maybe like slightly better offensive, but like definitely weaker for defense. And the further you go into this build, it's like it's also gonna be like the same damage wise and just better defensive. All that cast speed and fire damage. I mean, the fire damage endgame is like, I mean, right now it would be okay still. Like right now it would be still okay, but like later on it's whatever. It's kind of not that great. The casting speed, sure it's okay, but you're not really like spamming stuff that much. Apart from Stormfire, but like Stormfire is not really like the main damage here, is it? You don't need max cast speed for the split anyway. I mean, think about it like this, right? How much percent fire damage is this when you max it out? Like 150 or something like that? Stormfire 200, stress OP. I mean, it's still Stormfire, right? Like, Stormfire is never OP. Compared to, like, actual damage. It's still like a component skill. So Reckless Power at 13 points, which is where I would have it at max, is 143% fire damage, right? 143% fire damage is like... If you add it up here, it's maybe like, what, 8% more damage? Something like that. Well, 9% CDR is for something like Grenado and Cocktail, basically 9% more damage as well. So like for Cocktail and Grenado, Star Pact is already basically the same damage, right? For Stormfire, sure, it's less damage. But Star Pact also works for all devotions. I mean, Star Pact, yeah. Like, Star Pact also works for all devotions, like Meteor Shower, Wayward Soul, Fissure. Right, it like works for everything as well here. Which is, well, I don't know. Also, like, basically 9% more damage for, like, Meteor Shower and Volcanoes, I would argue. I mean, overall, I still agree, like, right now, yes, Reckless Power would be a bit more damage. But I mean, CDR for Mirror, CDR for Nullification, CDR for Dryad, CDR for Giant's Blood, CDR for Total Devotion is just, like, better for defense for sure. Not gonna max Star Pact. You get 9% for 9 points at 9 out of 12. And after that it's like 2 per point. Like, you need 2 points for 1% CDR. So 9 is like the best value. If you have spare points later, sure. But I rather wanna, like, you know, max out Manades or like max out the RR. Or like get to Ulin's Chosen finally. Than to like put more points in Star Pact. Like, going more than 9 points in Star Pact. I mean, it's always good, of course, if you're playing like Lightning or Fire, Lightning or Cold. But if you're playing not Lightning or Cold, and if you only like use it for CDR, then past 9 points, it's not like that good anymore. Is there a best / worst damage type? There probably is. I'm not sure what's the best or worst right now, to be honest. Worst is VTK. I mean... yeah, it's pretty much unplayable on its own. You always like combine it with just like regular Vitality, right? But yeah, VTK is pretty mean. If you like, it's just like there on top of like Vitality, but it's not like really a thing actually. Yeah, physical might still be like the best. What about Bleed? Bleed can be really good. I'd say Bleed is somewhere in the middle because like Bleed has some like obvious weaknesses, but can also be like very good in other cases. I would put like Bleed somewhere in the middle. To be honest, like, damage types in Grim Dawn, apart from like Pierce, Chaos, Aether and Bleed, The first 3 not having a dot part and the latter not having flat. All the other damage types are generally just like the same thing, but like different color, right? Like there's no like special ailment attached to those damage types, right? There are still, of course, like differences because of like some devotions like that are lightning or fire focus and so on, having like some more, I don't know, like some more offensive ability or more defensive ability, or more leech or more crit damage, or because of like where they are, like affinity wise in the tree, they have like easier access to something like, for example, I have Korvac devotion. It's like good for all builds in a way, so on and so on. But yeah, there are no like mechanics, so like saying like X or Y damage type is the best. I mean, to be fair, like physical also has like a different mechanic, you could say, like with armor, right? With armor, like physical is a bit more distinct. But definitely like all the elemental types, acid, poison, and vitality, those 5 are pretty much the same, right? Poison generally being like a bit more dot heavy, vitality being more flat damage heavy, and the other 3 like just being like a mix. And then it like way more depends on like the gear, or like way more depends on like the skill and the class that you're playing than like on the damage type, to be honest. So it's kind of like hard to you know, mob resistances taken into account. If you take like mob resistances into account, then internal trauma is the best damage type, right? Because internal trauma only gets reduced by physical resistance and not armor. But well, physical resistance is balanced around having armor as well. So like usually physical resistance is lower than other like resistances because of armor being a thing as well. But internal trauma ignores armor, so yeah, it has like the least resistance it has to deal with. Other than that, also usually Aether and Chaos resistance is generally rather low in enemies, which also generally make like Aether and Chaos rather good damage types. However, it's also usually harder to get like resistance reduction for like Aether and especially Chaos. So that kind of like evens out there as well, I would say. Yeah, also then there's the cunning thing. Like physical, bleed, pierce, and internal trauma always give it cunning. And cunning is generally better than spirit, I would say. Because cunning also gives you offensive ability. And spirit gives you energy regen. Which is kind of mean. I mean, it can be useful in some builds, but like OA is useful in all builds, whereas energy regen is like, yeah, that's kind of bad. Generally. I mean, it's necessary to like play some builds, but for others it's like literally useless. Like for example, this build right now that I'm playing, I mean, my energy is... Unless I go back to like the Scorching Ray, which I mean there's no reason to, because it literally like deals less damage than this right now. Then I don't need energy right now. Like I don't ever need energy, right? I have pretty much full energy all the time. On the other hand, though, I mean, also internal trauma damage is usually also balanced around the fact that enemies have, you know, like less physical resistance. But yeah, if you like manage to basically like, okay, apart from like the one OP build from season 4, like internal trauma, force wave with like Octavius, Grey Knight, shield, and Earth Splitter weapon. Apart from that damage, apart from that build rather, I would say internal trauma builds are usually also balanced around the fact that like enemies have the least resistances to physical. The builds where you can try to like circumvent that fact is when you play conversion builds, right? Like you convert, say, like poison damage or elemental damage to physical, right? But I mean, for that you would need gear, and if you look at that, then like trying to build that is usually balanced around the fact that like the gear isn't ideal for that. But again, for like Octavius being like an exception, because Octavius is a exceptionally good set. What's your go-to hardcore Death Knight starting build nowadays? I have not played a Death Knight in like 3 years, I think. Apart from the Leviathan Death Knight. If I was to do, I mean, I was gonna do a Death Knight instead of this one maybe, for beginner, right? For like a playthrough. If I was to play a Death Knight, I would probably, I mean, early game you played Force Wave. Obviously, right, Act 1 you played Force Wave. Then I would go to Act 7, try to get the Halberd, the Blade Arc Halberd in Act 7 and, well, probably play Physical Blade Arc. But the thing is, like, maybe even with the Halberd, maybe you still wanna just play Force Wave. Because Force Wave is just so good for leveling. Yo, welcome. Literally following the Waffen Death Knight right now. I mean, yeah, once you have the gear for that, it's pretty good. But I would say, like, the most, like, beginner-friendly Death Knight build is basically still, like, who's it called? Like, Stupid Dragons, like, Physical Blade Arc Death Knight, I think. Like, you start with Force Wave, you get the Halberd, you play Blade Arc, and then you get, like, Krieg set, and you just play Physical. Don't play Aether. Like, Krieg set does not equal Aether, it's like Aether or Physical, and the Physical is easier to build usually. And once you have the Aether items, sure, you can, like, play Aether. You can play, like, Mind Warp or whatever, but until then, you just play Physical. But Aether's pretty, I mean, it is, yeah. But it's also more gear dependent. Like, you get rewarded with visuals once you have the gear, I guess. Yeah, we got Pyrans there. Pyrans is insane for Sorc. Right, this set right here. It's a Mortar Trap Devastation set. Pretty cool. And very effective on a sorcerer. Like, if you get this, well, I guess play it, right? If you get the full set. In the season, Aether is easy to do, yeah. It's easier to do in the season, that's true. Like, Aether Force Wave or Aether Blade Arc as well are both, like, a lot easier to do in the season. But to be honest, it's still more gear dependent. I think, like, even with the seasonal items, yes, it's a lot easier, but you still probably want, like, more specific gear than on Physical. What gear? Like rings? The RR ring, that's a random drop blueprint. Eternal Haunt ring. It's like, I think, the most annoying thing for Aether builds to get. If you don't have it, it's like minus 10 RR, and that's just bad. Physical. Okay, Physical also has legendary rings with RR that it needs, I guess. But I feel like Eternal Haunt is always, like, harder to get than some of the Physical ones. I don't know what it is, but it usually also, like, feels like less important on a Physical build to get those rings than on an Aether build.
The Witch Gods are united.
Witch Gods are united. Also in Physical you can either get like a Meteoric or Combustion, or both, and, like, it's usually, like, easier to get, like, one of the two at least than Haunt ring. And you can also always just, like, use a Crony ring if you're playing Aether, Blade Arc, or use a like Gargaball ring, right? Aether has, like, okay rings, okay green rings in the season as well. But...
And so it was Pandravis.
Recipes. Against the steward, I mean, don't get clapped, right? Just like with any watcher, don't get clapped, and you should be good. Correct, save me. I feel like the steward has like a... like too high of a chance to play his like getting hit sound, right? The chance to play that sound is too high. Snake area? Yeah. Snake Act and Eddie has a very similar problem. But like literally every mob there has a problem. Eddie has no problems, it had multiplayer now. Multiplayer equals all problems solved, yep. Bad just. Yo, December man, welcome on, welcome on. Long have we waited. Totally not debated. Yeah, I usually go for like 35%. For like Aether into the map you can go for more though. I mean the more you have the better generally, but like 35% is like what you need. For bleed you need less in my opinion, like I don't know, I mean bleed is only a dot. You can always react to dots. You play the season, go for 60. What? Why? Because of the slightly higher level scaling on Ultimate? I mean, with Mutator it's okay. Sure. We need to rebalance Boundless Mutators anyway, in my opinion. They're a bit, I don't know. We need to collectively think about them and have a meeting. Like a mutator nerfing meeting. You want the list of them? I mean, I can provide. I forgot the... Wait, aren't they like on the website? Isn't there a list of mutators on the website? There should be. Wait, how did this gun really die? I mean, yeah, 9 times... No, it should be 4 per class, right? It should be 9 times 4, like 36 meters. 36 meters, I think. How long till the last boss? Few minutes? Yeah, maybe like... I mean, there's timing as well. So like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. Oh yeah, I said it last stream that we can like talk about the survey. We can talk about it today, if you want to. You guys are interested. Need to get back to work. Oh, Monka. Well. There should be a shrine here, right? Yeah. All these blueprints, very nice, very nice. We're getting blueprints. All of them seem useless so far, but at least we're getting some. I mean, the more useless ones we get, the higher is the chance that the next one's gonna be useful at least. Basically. Right, time for Kaiman. So Father Kaiman ultimate can be pretty dangerous to be honest. And my armor is absolute garbage and my physical resistance is only 20%.
I am sorry, my chosen.
He has an attack where he like... Yeah, he has this one. He has his belly burst. And he has a fucking annoying arena. Try to, what am I doing here? Holy shit. I'm playing the solo badly right now, not gonna lie. Yeah. The problem is also like 31 total resistance reduction from the freaking like flames, right? Like the freaking geysers here. Geysers, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. And you can nullify yourself, but you have to like run through them again. Like, what is this? Monka. Yeah. It honestly wasn't that disappointing, to be honest. Insane weapon, oddity. Charge of Fury. Yeah, it's actually not bad, like for a Reckoning build, right? Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty solid. Lightning out Reckoning build. Visual clarity? They're better than PoE, I don't know. Just know your abilities, right? And then everything else is the enemy's abilities. I mean, it comes down to basically like game knowledge in the end. Did I use Cocktail? Yeah. Our Reckoning looks kinda boring. I mean, spin to win is very hit or miss, I guess. Like, some people love it, some people hate it. I think, like, many people actually, like, love our Reckoning, because it's like, you know, spin to win. Spin to win is usually, like, kind of chill to play. Our Reckoning without phasing flask. Just spin properly. Let's nullify ourselves here from all these debuffs. These gargoyles are pretty crazy, honestly, with their debuffs. They are pretty fucking crazy, not gonna lie. Just get stuck like Megafer and die. I mean, he wasn't spinning, was he? Come, little human, Monka. I mean, Megafer was fucking trolling though, like... He wasn't even CC'd, he just like tried to run into the wall, which obviously doesn't work because it's a wall. Oh, and he was like, I don't know. That was so funny though. Like, what was he doing? Alright. Finally got it. Finally got Odin's chosen like 10 years too late, but hey, we got it. Corkback. Hello? This guy should be easier than Kaiman, honestly. Because Kaiman can like be very rippy, like he has so much damage. And oh, I didn't have this one up, by the way. I mean, this guy can also have like pretty hard damage, but... like... don't get hit by the meteors. They're crazy scary actually. But at least the arena is bigger and you can like hide a bit more, you know? He's mad. Also, yeah, like don't stand in the spitting ice. Okay, stage 3 is actually kind of scary though. He has a spin attack that you wanna either dodge or like mirror up against. He also has another like invulnerable phase where he like spawns more meteors, like this one here. Right, you don't wanna like get hit by those. He's gonna charge you then. And spin in your face. Let's just, I don't know, like move over here a bit. Don't get hit by the spin. Alright, we got mirror up again. Ah, shit. Oh well. None of ourselves. Alright, there we go. At least those guys are like somewhat of a fight, not like frickin' Julian from Act 6. Like Theoden is such a meme, I don't know. Is Corquack's triple slam the same as Abomination's triple slam? Huh. In-game boss music for this fight? Oh yeah, it's actually pretty good, yeah. I missed it. Oh well. Hey, game is beaten. Pog you. Same animation. But he does it with his feet. It's not really the same animation, no. I don't think so. It looks similar, but it's not the actual, like, same animation. Not the spin one? You mean the one where he like spawns those like fire spikes? I think he uses his feet, doesn't he? Oh yeah, once honored, you should buy these, of course. Why am I not doing that? Gotta go. Alright, alright.
Welcome.
I'll catch you around.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Iron, well. See anything you like?
Oops.
Put it to good use.
What? I already found it. There we go.
Greetings.
See anything you like?
Alright.
Iron, well.
Buy merit. I should use another XP pot, right? Like, what the fuck am I doing? Oops. Cam is being shy. Cam is being very shy. Is there a specific time for when I can post my GRIMTOOLS with GRIMTOOLS and whatever? Like a proper like min-max build, you mean? We'll see, we'll see. I guess like after defeating Lokar, with a scuffed setup like this, I can just like make it into like a min-max version.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Can you recommend caster on that for sure? Wait, what? Wait, are you asking if I can recommend a caster or? Not sure if I'm understanding you correctly. But I can post another GRIMTOOLS of the build as it is right now, at least.
Just the person I'm looking for.
Married with the 500 subs. Yo. Thanks so much for the support. Welcome in for the bloomers. To the bloomers. Billis, Arturius, Tiercross, Slimer91, and Hooged. Welcome in, guys. Welcome to the bloomers. What am I doing? So, goals moving forward for this character would be getting a better relic, which is, well, a random drop. Getting maybe like some better items, like there are well, the Pyron set, the Ozone set, for example. Like you could get lucky and get those sets. You could also just like keep on farming like green monster frequents, keep on farming totems. I'm gonna refarm like these items probably from Ancient Grove. Maybe actually get a Kaiman's medal instead. And also there's this weapon from the faction. Was it Solai or Bismiel? Oh no, it was actually Coven, right? The Coven of the Ulenborg. Which means I can just already buy it and craft it actually. What am I doing? Then I won't have to like refarm the Flame Stripe. I mean, Flame Stripe is still okay. It's still played out, of course. It's not bad. Destroyers of Scorching. I got such a good roll on my offhand right now. It's really not bad at all. It's not a max level one, of course, though. Farm a Warpfire XD. I mean, Warpfire is like pretty much the best weapon for this build. Where am I going? Lost in the Worm. Lost in the Worm. There's an vanity over current offhand. I think eventually, probably yes, but I mean it's a random drop as well. I'll check out your build a bit later if you don't mind. That's fine for you. Oh my god, don't enter the poison here, what am I doing? Okay, that's the first seal as well, and then there's the second seal. The third one I already have, which was on the Howling Abyss and Howling Chasm. Flame Water Rifle. Wait, isn't Flame Water Rifle actually the one that gives you like weapon damage to Grenada? Like that one is actually okay. It's like the best Grenado weapon or SSF, I think. Like, not even kidding. It's like the best blueprint out of the 20, yeah, pretty much. At least it's usable. I should probably like actually try it out, since this is a SSF build, right? Should probably try it out. What's my current belt? Fiend leather girdle. I mean, it's good away. But other than that, you just want to play a hot Vedbury belt. Oh yeah, the like Gut Crusher, Gut Smasher lookalike, right? But I mean, do you ever play that over like the Halberd? You don't, right? So it's kind of useless. Like, at least the grenade weapon is unique because there's no monster frequent. Oh shit, we got clapped. Okay, I really have to like start working on my armor. Like my defenses are fine, except like against physical. Like I'm taking too much damage from gloves. Gotta work on that physical resistance and armor ideally. I mean, or just not get hit. Did I get 2 Seas of Corruption? Oh my god. That's why you should always like click on them instantly. Because if you like loot anything after that, like anything before clicking on it, you might get the same blueprint literally like a second later. Unlucky. Potentially like -1 blueprint right there. Like I could have gotten something else if I already had it, right? I think I already like clicked on it. Okay, where do we go with the 3 seals? We go to the Lost Oasis over here, so we're gonna go to Valley to Chosen and then go east up here. Next south and then east. Did you watch the second video of me playing Wilson? The one that says Act 2, but it's only like 10 minutes long. I mean, to be fair though, like, apart from that bug, I guess these clips are shorter. Apart from that bug, the actual like when playing the game, it felt at least better than like a couple of years ago. Yo, Shazba, welcome. And before, if you got it gifted, you want to like repawn it even if gifted, right? Now, if you get it gifted, you can keep it. It's fine now. I don't know, like if you get it on a sale, it's probably actually fine. Alright, moving forward from here will only actually like make you go to the actual dungeon, which to be honest is quite rippy. It's the hardest out of the 5 dungeons. So we're gonna start with something easier first. And I could also like try to work on this, but nah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Broken Hells and we're gonna run SoT, right? I think that's the way. Apart from that, we also want to go to Coven's Refuge real quick and check out the blueprint for the one weapon that I was talking about. Doing the hardest dungeon better now? Nah, my gear sucks. Like, yes, I'm 2 levels like below max, and like when you level up, the enemies also get harder. But if if your gear sucks this hard, then not better. Okay, so they can sell you the Hex Flame.
Come see what's left of my wares. See you
And now you can try to craft the Hex Flame. You want to actually make sure that you craft a smith whose completion bonuses you want. Like for example, Engram has percent physique, pierce resistance, or armor. Pierce resistance being kind of like the worst roll there, but the others can be very nice. So we would need actually the literal item that I'm using right now: a sacrifice and a hysteria. And the sacrifice, if I remember correctly, demands sacrifice, which also needs a Salazar's, and also needs torment and the ghoulie, right? This is like such a... Oh, this is pretty... Actually, this is very expensive to craft, not gonna lie. I mean, it's a decent weapon, but... Wait, where is it? Hex Flame. Okay, what does it do? It just does what it says here, which means it gives you 10% more resistance reduction to thermite mines, and you could play also with Moth Trap or with Aether Ray, which is pretty decent. And Flame Stripe does what? Plus to cocktail, more damage to cocktail. Which isn't bad, but... it's not as important as the offhand. So I'm pretty sure this would be an upgrade, I think. Flame Stripe has a lot higher percent fire. Yeah, if you... yeah. I mean, this is like a bad roll, or like rather a low level one. So if you get like an actual good one, it's better, yeah. Anyway, I think we just like run some SoT. I think we run one SoT at least. First of all, because I wanna like, you know, show like all the dungeons. Have I done Hidden Path, by the way? I don't think so yet. I have not. Okay, let's do Hidden Path then. Hidden Path, just like a normal and elite, has another skill and attribute point for us. So it seems kinda like obvious to run Hidden Path Part 1 and then Part 2 into SoT and then 3 and 4. Hidden Path and Ultimate though is... well, not the easiest of contents either, to be honest. It's not like super hard, but it can certainly be like a bit sketchier than some like normal maps, like some normal campaign maps. Got a Plague Bearers of Corrosion. I mean, this sure has some insane poison damage, doesn't it? 400% poison damage. Bad chest. Merit doesn't work on first character unless you do stuff, but it's... I'm gonna remove the skill points from Hidden Path anyway. And normal and delete. For the season. I mean, it's actually cheap, right? Just a ripped stone. A ripped stone for like a couple of blueprints. Seems good.
Got any more scrap metal?
When you found out about the Hidden Path, you quit the game for a month.
Go on now.
Didn't want to do it 15 times on all your characters. Yeah. We got 2-piece Pyron. I mean, just get it, right? Just fucking get it. What can I say? Just get it. 2-piece Pyron and the freaking warp... no, not warp wire, but the one that you can get from... what's it called? The Coven blueprint, right? The Hex Flame? Hex Flame it's called. Like, that stuff is actually, like, really good for a, like, basically starter mortar trap build. Well, I mean, if you get the Pyron set, that is, right? It's not really, like, starter, if it's, like, a set build, is it? It's not really. Not really. Yo, Tom, so welcome on. Glad you like it. Glad you like them. Thanks for watching. What skill? Mortar Trap. Right. You play like Pyron and Hexflame, and you can play like a very nice like Mortar Trap / Devastation Arcanist. Like Sorcerer rather. Someone explain the math behind getting Sierra on ultimate skill? I mean, it's 9%. Right. So 9% equals 9% more damage on Grenado. And there's a certain degree also cocktail. Not necessarily for single target, it's a bit less for single target. But it can still be like more damage. Nu blir det några 15 casual ras. I mean, you'll get there. You will get there at some point. Reckless power is like worse and worse the more percent power damage you already have on your build, right? So right now it's like the same / a bit better, right? It's like 140%-ish damage. So like if you have 1680 for example, and then like plus 145, So this number divided by 1680 means 8.6% more damage. So it's pretty much the same for Grenado and better for everything else than Star Pact. And then you have, well, like Meteor Shower and so on, which also is affected by like 8.6% more fire damage, but also these have better cooldown reduction. Like CDR also works for these, like pretty much the same as well for devotions. Like offensively, as I said earlier, like Reckless Power is right now probably a bit better. But CDR also works on stuff like Mirror, Nullification, Dryad, Turtle Shell, Wayward Soul, Giant's Blood. So all of those like more defensive procs also have like less cooldown. Nine percent CDR is more than 9% more damage. I mean, yeah, for some stuff it's like a bit more maybe. But I think generally, like, basically translating 9% CR to like 9% more damage is, like, for simplification reasons, is I think like fair. But yeah, like the more you have, the better it gets, of course. That's also true. Like if you're playing an offhand, then Star Pact is better than compared to like not playing an offhand. And also on the other hand, the more percent fire damage and the more constant speed your build already has, the worse like additional constant speed and percent fire damage gets kind of. So those kind of like scale the other way around, whereas cooldown reduction gets like better the more you have, percent fire damage and percent constant speed kind of like gets worse the more you have. Percent constant speed, you could say it's not really getting worse until 200%, but like percentage-wise, it's still like already getting worse, right? I mean, yeah, that's why you basically want to play Star Pact on this build. I mean, the second you like hit 50 points on Arcanus, right, you could play like Reckless Power for a bit. Certainly not bad. Like you could play some more like percent fire damage and constant speed at first. But once you're like 100 and once you have like some non-garbage percent fire damage, you definitely want to play Star Pact. Like even more so on hardcore because of like, you know, defensive cooldowns as well. Like Mirror, Nullification, Devotions. You're gonna do BOC in 1.0 for the first time. Yo, good luck, good luck. Yeah, generally I would only play Reckless Power if you really need the casting speed and you're playing like a channeling build. Or you need the attack speed and you're playing like an attack build. I mean, for attackers, Reckless Power is like twice as good basically because of the flat damage as well. And also, I mean, yeah, like the more weapon damage your skill has. Like for example, say you're like spamming Calder's Tempest, right? Then yeah, Reckless Power is great. Or if you're like playing Aether Ray, then yeah, Reckless Power is good. If you're playing Penates, then I guess Reckless Power is also good. If you're playing like Aether Penates. Or like if you're playing like any kind of like default attacker, that also can use the flat Aether damage. No drop, what the fuck? Scan. Alright, open the gates. Let's pay a visit to Alcamos as well. How many green items will you get in BOC? I think in BOC you like get tons of items, even 1.0. Like a shit ton of items, right? 200. If you count all the trash items, I don't know. Like all the preserver stuff, maybe. How many items can like fit in your bag slots even? I don't even know. I don't even know. I think at BOC, like, it really depends. Like, if you're, like, picking up all green items, I think you have more items than you can pick up, usually. You get more than you pick up. You get more than you can pick up. I guess if you at least if you're full clear, right? I mean, definitely then. But if you do, like, a normal run, then it's, like... Yeah, like, barely, like, full bags. You're right. In Vadbury you get more? I feel like you get more in BOC than in Vadbury usually. I guess like depends on like how you route. Like how you do the pathing through the dungeons. But yeah, both of them are pretty long and both of them have like tons of loot. Related plating. Vadbury has a bajillion Misa drop. Yeah, more than BLC, that's true. Actually not wrong. I think you're gonna get like 12 green items in all of DLC. What? A drop rate like that shit? Like that low rather? I'm pretty sure we're gonna get like more than 12, like even in 1.0. Frozens and Seed of Annihilation. Seed of Annihilation is amazing. It's like basically best in slot component for your amulet. That's a bit of lucky find, not gonna lie. Ilgor second stage. There we go. Subjugators of Amarasa's Flurry. I mean, the prefix is a pet prefix, unfortunately. Opponent tier list 1. I could be a React streamer that does tier lists on the side instead of playing games. Imagine playing games, right? I know, I'm doing it wrong. Imagine playing games. What the fuck? My streamer said she still plays games in 2023, imagine. I could do like React TikToks, tier list TikToks. I don't know, like rate my build YouTube shorts. Reddit React shorts, yeah. React to Crab Turtles memes on Reddit. He was on fire recently, holy shit, dude. Crit on React would actually be nice though. Are the expansions worth it? Yeah. Every single week, dude. Every single fucking week. I know, I saw it as well, like, literally today, like another... Are the expansions worth it? Like, literally every single week, dude. Yeah, the Stone Guard Greaves as well, yeah. I hit it like 5 or 3 or 4 at least, like very good ones recently. Armor piercing one where you like made it accidentally just as complicated to read his meme than to like actually like the explanation. I think that wasn't even intended, but like the text for the armor piercing was so hard to read because he made it like so scuffed. Like so complicated to read that it was like almost more complicated than like the explanation of armor piercing itself intended. I thought at first it was intended, but then like he commented in a way that like I thought like it's not intended. But maybe he was just trolling the guy who told him how to make it more, like, better visible. Maybe. Either way, I must have been, like, debated as well. Gotten debated as well in a way. Anyway, this is the boss, right? Like, don't face tank, don't stand in the water. I mean, in the frost circle. Mirror up null if possible, like, if needed rather. You can also null him, actually. Actually, no, that doesn't do shit. Your cockpit already has, like, damage reduction, right? Yeah, I mean, nullification, like, reduces elemental resist, just get it, right? Okay, and then you get, like, the frackin', like, rare ring at level 99 on the first character, and a freaking Rhyme Frost of Frostbite, which has, like, 600% cold damage. What the fuck, dude? Just get it. Anguish. And 600% Frostburn and cold damage on this. Yep. I mean, drop chances got increased tiny bit last patch, that's true. That's true, it actually got like increased a tiny bit. But still, yeah. Illuminator reformed. You did 10 runs. I mean, 10 runs is nothing. You need to do like 100 runs. I did like literally over 100 runs like before I got my first one back in the day. 10 runs is literally nothing.
Price of what I've got left.
I don't know how many I did like back in season 1. Like in season 1 I also got like ridiculously lucky. I think usually you do like 100 runs. At least till I get both of them.
Ironwork spec.
It's 2% now, the red is 3%. I even got the rare one, right?
Got something you need stashed.
I also remember I got like before I got my first, I mean my full set, my first full set, I think I got like 5 dread before I got a single anguish, something like that, or 6 anguish maybe, but I mean 6 dread. I got a shit ton of the wrong one for like such a long time. I'll also save this one, sure. Alright, time for Hidden Path Part 3. 16% soul run. Wait, 16%? That's like pretty much every run, dude. What the heck? That's so common. I mean, the item is also pretty mediocre. Nowadays, at least. It used to mean something, soul run. And I mean, soul run Reaper is still like an okay build, but it's not like... It's not like crazy amazing, you know? Nightbring is 5%. Oh, Nightbring is also a shit item though. Like after all the nerfs. It used to be insane. I mean, it's not shit, it's still like, it's good, but it's not like as good as it was. Like it was way better in the past. They nerfed like Fizz and HP I think on it. At least it has Fizz. I mean, it used to have more, that's the thing. It's like it used to have more. And like going from like 80% to like 70% Fizz. It's like... Oh wait, did I not change the Fizz? I mean, it had like 20% or something, I think, on max roll. Or I thought, maybe not. It's like insane. Mad Queen? Yeah, we can do Mad Queen, why not? I mean... It's gonna be one of those like, don't do this at home moments. At least maybe not in hardcore. I mean, you can do it if you're like, you know, comfortable with this build and comfortable with what Mad Queen does, but generally I would say don't do Mad Queen on hardcore at home. Unless you just like run around in circles and like literally like never get hit. And also, I mean, not getting hit is not the only thing, you also need to like, whenever she screams, right, like pay attention to like whether or not she has like a red aura around herself. Whenever she screams and has a red aura, just run, right? Don't attack, because if you attack, then like she reflects like with red spikes, like she retaliates with like red spikes, and they can like basically like, shotgun and kill you. There it is, right? You can also just like nullify it, like instantly. The problem is, like, she screams more often. Now she has it, right? You see it? It's easy to see, right? Very easy. The problem is though, like, sometimes she just screams and she doesn't do it, and now she does it, of course. And Nullify has like way less cooldown. I was just been like know for like how long her aura lasts. Did I fucking miss her? Oh my god. She also only does it like when you're somewhat close to her, like right now, for example. If you're like standing away, if you're like holding your distance, she's not even gonna use it. So like sometimes it can like, you know, fuck up your timing when you're like trying to like time her aura, when you like think, okay, she's gonna do it now again, right? But if you're like standing too far away, she's not even gonna do it. And yeah, she has a special drop that also has like a pretty low chance to drop usually. But apparently this character is just like blessed by RNG, I don't know. We're getting the anguish and like the Mad Queen's Claw instantly, just get it, right? Just get it. What is this RNG? Yeah, I know, right? I don't know, man, I'm not even trying, but it's there. Yeah. Reported for hacking, yeah. Yep. I'm hacking the game, yep. This is a cheater build, yep. Just get the items. Just get it, lol. Lamau. Not enough scrap? Are you kidding me? Really?
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
So the 7 is easy? Yeah, just get the items. Right, just get like Ulzin's gun, 2-piece Pyron, Anguish, Mad Queen's Claw.
I'll keep an eye on.
Where is the problem? Yo, Slayer Workman. Is Match Clean's Claw even good? It's okay on Witch Hunter, I think. Mad Queen's Claw Witch Hunter is pretty decent. It's not... Again, like, it's not like crazy amazing, but... It's not a shield that gives bleed damage to spirits, that's true. But yeah, it's a good build. Mad Queen's Claw Witch Hunter. It's a good build. Well, technically, actually, you can still play softcore. Yeah, I mean, it's different, yeah. Plague Guard grips. Is it time to like dump some iron bits into gloves? No, I've only played on one account. Only ever had one copy of Grim Dawn and one Steam account. I don't know, it's like 6,000 something. Too many. 250 days. But actually it's less than that. Right? Actually it's like a bit less. But maybe the same. But there should be a bit less. I don't know. I don't know my actual hours, to be honest. 6,000 is exactly 250 days. Should I say 250 something something days? I mean, obviously like 6,000 is 250, yeah. Yeah, this shrine is such a joke. Lamau. Yeah, we can do it after Sentinel here. We can do it now, basically. This gun ultimate can be a bit scary, actually. He should be respected at least. Not before his crystal though. Once he has the crystal, like move him away from the crystal. Like the crystal is like empowering him. So you wanna like move away from the crystal. There's another crystal, what the fuck. Also remember that you have defensive cooldowns, like Blast Shield and Turtle. You can also like play around. Okay. I guess the build is strong already. I mean... It can be of course like still way stronger, but it's already like strong enough. Yep. Ready to receive the gift? No. And if something happened then I would say no, but nothing happens. I think I might actually like take out some points for maybe like Vindictive Flame. To get more points into Odin's Chosen. As long as I keep my 135% movement speed, I think that's a better trade-off. I just gotta go to the toilet real quick and then I'll check out your build. Apologies. Okay, how much do I have now? 133. So 2 more. Okay, and then we can put like Odin's Chosen to 12 at least. I didn't get Sentinel's Blueprint, yeah. Not the best RNG after all, eh? Okay, right. Alright, thanks for staying with me, thanks for watching. I'll be right back, go to the toilet real quick,